Ready to peek into the future of online video.
I'm in.
Today's deep dive, we're taking a look at some big announcements from YouTube.
Oh, YouTube's up to something.
Big time. And it's not just for creators either. This is going to be interesting for anyone who watches videos online. We're talking about next level AI, building global communities on the platform, and some features that could seriously shake up how we watch, even how we shop online.
YouTube's always been about more than just, well, watching videos.
Right.
But now it seems like they're really making a deliberate push, to be the place, not just for uploading or watching, but for actual creation, building communities, and commerce too.
Yeah.
And all of this is powered by some serious AI, the likes of which we really haven't seen before on this scale.
It's true. So to really get into the nitty-gritty, we're diving deep into this blog post from YouTube's own Chief Product Officer, Johanna Bullich. It's called A Future Full of Opportunities Made on YouTube, and it's basically a rundown of all the juicy details from their big creator event.
It's a goldmine of information, this post. One thing that really stood out is just how much they're leaning into AI.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, they're clearly trying to address any concerns head on. Like they emphasize transparency, saying that all AI-generated content will be clearly labeled.
Which, to be honest, is going to be absolutely crucial going forward, not just for YouTube, but for all of us as users.
100%.
Okay, but enough with the serious stuff for a sec. Let's talk about the fun stuff.
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts is getting a major AI upgrade. You remember Dream Screen, right?
Yeah.
That tool for making video backgrounds?
Yeah.
So imagine that, but like on steroids. And I mean, seriously, Jack.
Okay, now I'm intrigued.
It's all thanks to something called VO technology, which is being developed by Google DeepMind.
DeepMind, huh? So we're talking serious AI power here.
Oh, absolutely. VO is all about making the digital world, well, less digital. Like, we're not talking just cool backdrops anymore. This tech could actually let you, the creator, step inside a book you're reviewing or instantly mock up a whole fashion line as you're talking about it. It's mind-blowing, and it could be huge, especially for smaller creators who don't have massive budgets for sets and special effects.
It really makes you wonder what kind of content we're going to see even a year from now with this kind of technology at everyone's fingertips.
Right. But wait, there's more. Soon you'll actually be able to generate entire 6-second video clips within Shorts using AI.
Whoa, hold on. Entire clips.
Entire clips. So let's say you need a funny reaction shot or a super smooth transition.
AI swoops in to save the day.
AI sweeps in to save the day.
This is a game changer, especially for, like you said, emerging creators. Imagine being able to produce really polished, high-quality content without needing a whole team of editors. This could lead to a boom of new voices, new perspectives on the platform, just from having the tools be more accessible.
It's an interesting balance, though, right? Because for all this emphasis on fancy AI and features, YouTube's also starting to realize that at the end of the day, it's the human element, the connections we make, that keeps people coming back for more.
Oh, for sure. And that's where all their new features around community building come in. They're rolling out a dedicated communities section for creators' channels, and it's way more than just comments.
More than comments.
Oh, yeah. Think fan art, discussions, even meetups, all based around those shared interests.
So they're basically turning each channel into its own little social network.
Exactly. Which honestly makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
People are drawn to YouTube, not just for the videos themselves, but for the personalities behind them, the communities that spring up around them.
And to give those up-and-coming creators a boost, they're introducing something called Hype. It's basically a way for fans to, vouch for their favorites and help them get discovered.
Ah, so it's like a built-in word-of-mouth recommendation system.
Exactly, because as any creator will tell you, getting those initial views and subscribers can be a grind.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in such a crowded space.
Speaking of reaching a wider audience, let's talk about breaking down language barriers.
Ooh, good point.
It seems like every time I watch a video, half the comments are from people begging for subtitles in their language.
Yeah. It's a common request.
Well, YouTube is stepping up their automatic dubbing game. They're adding more languages and even using AI to capture a creator's unique tone of voice.
So no more robotic-sounding translation.
No more robotic translations. This is huge. Not only does it make content accessible to a global audience, but it also helps preserve that creator's style and personality,
Right. It's like having a personal translator for your entire channel.
Exactly, which is amazing for international creators and viewers. But now, for the big one, the thing that everyone has opinions about.
Hit me with it.
The comment sections.
Ah, yes. The Wild West of the internet.
Where dreams go to die.
Sometimes.
Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because even the comments are getting the AI treatment.
You're kidding.
Imagine this. You have an AI assistant that helps you manage that flood of comments.
Okay, that sounds useful already. I get hundreds on some videos.
And get this, it can even suggest replies that match your tone.
Wow. So instead of spending hours crafting the perfect response to that one person who clearly didn't even watch past the first minute of your video,
Exactly.
you can just let the AI handle it.
Let the AI be the bigger person.
Genius.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. It's all about efficiency, right?
Yeah.
Giving creators more time to actually, create.
Which takes time, energy, and let's be honest, money. And that brings us to the big question. How is YouTube going to help creators turn their passion into profit?
The age-old question.
Because views are great and all, but they don't pay the bills.
Right. And this is where things get really interesting. YouTube is going beyond just your typical ad revenue with some genuinely innovative features.
So get this, they're launching something called Jewels.
Jewels. Like diamonds and rubies.
Well, not quite. They're digital goods.
Okay.
But basically, viewers can send these jewels to creators during live streams as a way to show support.
So it's like a virtual tip jar.
Exactly.
Instead of tossing coins, it's sparkling digital gems.
Because everything's better with a little sparkle, right? But seriously, it's a really clever way to gamify support and add a whole new layer of interaction during live streams.
I can see that being really popular, especially with the younger generations.
Totally. And for creators who are all about those recommendations, YouTube shopping is going global.
Okay, so you're watching someone gush about their favorite makeup brushes, for example.
Yep. And then, boom, you can buy them right then and there without even leaving YouTube.
Seamless. That's smart.
It's like they're building this self-contained ecosystem where you can watch, connect, AD shop all in one place.
It's like they're reading my mind, honestly.
Yeah.
I hate having to jump between apps and websites.
Right. And you know what else is interesting? YouTube isn't just about our phones and laptops anymore. They're making a big push into the living room.
They are, aren't they? Makes sense, though, right? Everyone I know watches YouTube on their TV now.
Exactly. I mean, the number of creators earning most of their income from TV viewership is up more than 30% from last year.
Whoa, that's a significant jump.
It is, and YouTube's taking notice. They're introducing new features specifically designed for watching on TV, like being able to organize videos into seasons and episodes.
Oh, interesting. So more like a traditional TV experience, but with YouTube creators.
Exactly. It's like they're building their own version of Hollywood, but instead of big studios, it's all powered by creators from all over the world.
That's amazing when you think about it. It completely levels the playing field, giving independent creators a real shot at reaching a massive audience.
Right. And that's always been one of YouTube's biggest strengths, its accessibility. But with all this emphasis on AI and these new features, it makes you wonder, how will creators stay true to themselves, you know?
Stay authentic, you mean?
Yeah. And how will they keep up with this constantly changing landscape?
Those are the million-dollar questions, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one thing's for sure. Creators are going to need to be more adaptable than ever, more comfortable with tech, and they'll need to think like entrepreneurs. But at the end of the day, it always comes back to the content, right?
Yeah.
Creating something compelling that people actually want to watch.
So it's not really about humans versus machines. It's more like...
Humans and machines working together.
Exactly. But what does all this mean for those of us on the other side of the screen?
Honestly, I think it's pretty exciting.
Mm.
Think about it. We're about to have access to more content than ever before, in more languages, on all our devices, and hopefully AI can help us actually find the stuff we're interested in.
That's a good point. I mean, I spend way too much time scrolling and not nearly enough time watching.
Right. But we also have to be savvy consumers, especially as AI-generated content becomes more common. We need to be aware of how it can be used, you know.
To mislead people.
Exactly. It's like anything else, really. With great power comes great responsibility. We can't just blindly trust everything we see online.
So we need to be critical thinkers, not just passive viewers.
100%.
It really does feel like we're on the verge of a whole new era for online video, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, where do you even draw the line between human creativity and AI assistance these days?
Right. It's getting blurrier by the day.
Mm.
And as with any big technological shift, there are going to be some bumps in the road, some challenges we need to address.
Totally. For sure.
Like one thing that comes to mind is jobs.
Jobs.
Yeah. If AI can basically generate video content, write scripts, even like mimic voices,
Oh, right.
what happens to all the human creators and editors whose livelihoods depend on those skills?
That's the big question, isn't it? And it's a valid concern, definitely something we need to be talking about. But maybe instead of looking at it like a zero-sum game,
Like it's us versus the machines.
exactly, maybe AI can actually free up human creators to focus on things that AI, well, can't do.
The things that require that human touch.
Right, like the truly creative stuff. Big picture thinking, real storytelling, emotional intelligence. Those nuances are what make content really connect with people, you know?
So it's less about AI replacing humans and more about
Collaboration.
collaboration, working together.
Exactly. Let the machines take care of the tedious, repetitive tasks so we can focus on the stuff that actually matters.
And that brings up another really important point. The ethical side of all this. How do we make sure these powerful AI tools aren't being used to spread misinformation or manipulate people?
Oh, that's huge. And I don't think there's an easy answer.
Hmm.
But transparency is a good place to start.
Transparency.
Yeah, like knowing when something's been AI generated and when it hasn't, and maybe some kind of regulation,
Yeah.
clear guidelines for how these tools can and can't be used. YouTube's already talking about watermarks and labels for AI-generated content.
Which is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's just the tip of the iceberg.
It feels like it's a constant race to keep up, you know?
It really does. And that's why we can't forget about educating viewers, too. Like, we need to arm people with the skills to spot deepfakes and think
Yeah.
critically about the content they're consuming online.
Digital literacy is more important than ever.
100%.
Because at the end of the day, it's on all of us to create a healthy digital environment.
I think that's a great point to end on.
It's not just about YouTube or AI, really. It's about using these powerful new tools responsibly to amplify diverse voices, to tell stories that matter, and to make online video a force for good in the world.
Here, yeah.
So what do you think? Are you ready for the YouTube revolution?
I, for one, welcome our new AI overlords.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hey, you gotta have a little fun with it, right?
That's what we're all about here. Well, folks, that's it for a deep dive into the future of YouTube. It's a wild ride, but we're buckled up and ready for whatever comes next. Make sure you head over to our website to join the conversation. We want to hear your thoughts on all of this and maybe even some of your predictions for the future. Until next time, keep it real, keep it creative, and keep those cat videos coming.